Here is a sample set that appears to be nearly normal, as suggested by the histogram below. Copy this data into Excel and then use it to answer the question below. Do not do this by hand. So let's take a look at what we have. We have this block of numbers, and we need to somehow copy and paste this into Excel. So the first thing we're going to do is copy and paste all of these. So I'm selecting all the values in the cells, and then I'm right-clicking and copying. Now, if you don't have Microsoft Office on your computer, you can always use Google Sheets to do this. It's basically the same thing. Some of the processes might be slightly different, so you might have to practice this a little bit. But I'm going to drag over an Excel spreadsheet. Here's my Excel spreadsheet, and I'm going to click in the top left corner cell, and it's now selected. And then I'm going to right-click on that cell and go down to Paste Special and click on Paste Special. Once I'm there, I have options, and one of them is text. This is the one I want to select so that it just drops the data values in and no formatting. Click OK. And now all my data from the question is now in Excel. It's also selected. If I want to find the average for each one of these columns, I keep the data selected and I go over to the Greek letter sigma and use the drop down. If I click average, I'm not going to do it because I want you to watch this and know what to look for. What I want you to notice is that as soon as I click average, all these columns A, B, C, D, E, F, and G will add another row at the very bottom that will be the average of column A, the average of column B, the average of column C. So watch what happens. Clicking average, and now all these columns have an average listed directly below. And just to keep track of this, I'm going to highlight that a different color. This highlighted row gives me averages or means for each column. But I don't want the mean for each column, I want the mean for all the data that I just pasted into Excel. And so the way I do that is I say, okay, I want an average for the whole thing. So I'm going to click over here in this cell to the right of average, and I'm going to say average again. And do you see how it now put in an equal sign and an average, but it's asking, hey, where do you want me to pull my data from? How do I calculate this average? You haven't given me any numbers. So I'm going to go down to this highlighted row and select all those cells and then hit enter. And it just gave me the average for all the data. Now this was a two-step process. Notice that my average is 44.58429. 44.58429. And I'm going to submit that. And that is the answer. I hope this helps.